Hi friends, happy Monday. I just checked my training plan. I had no idea how many miles I was supposed to run today, and it's only 5. Obviously it's Monday, so it's my easy run, but I really thought it would be 6 miles like it has been pretty much every single week. And no, we have been blessed today with 5 miles. So I think I'm gonna do it outside because being outside in this kind of heat for a full hour is just kind of ugh. But 5, I can do 5. I think the heat will make me really have to slow down anyway. I'm gonna chug a bunch of water before I go. Of course, this definitely means that later in the week, the mileage is gonna rev up. I know that my speed work is, I think, at minimum 7 miles. So it's not like it's a drop week. 5 miles sounds amazing. 5 miles done. That was really tough. My heart rate was significantly higher than it normally would be for that kind of mileage and pace. Of course, I expected that with being outside. It's really hot and humid today, but I think maybe doing some shorter, easy runs like 5 miles in this kind of weather is good acclimation training for my long runs, which I have to do outside because they're just so long. I mean, it was humbling and it was tough, but sometimes it's really nice to get that kind of sweat in and just be outside. So also excited to do my speed work on the tread tomorrow with a little bit of AC. 5 miles easy outside. That's a pretty good start for a Monday. Hi friends, I actually just filmed my recap for last week and was reminded that there's only 8 weeks left of training, and I'm also running 18 miles this week. So I don't know which is worse to consider right now, but I'm feeling pretty nervous about both. I mean, I've certainly ran 18 miles before, of course. I just think this time of year, I've just never been doing it in like the dead of summer, and this year in particular is so bad. And then also just knowing that there's less than 8 weeks until this marathon is crazy. It's ludicrous. Great vibes over here. Happy Monday. Making some pasta tonight. This usually lasts me like for 3 nights, so it's the easiest thing to do, but I don't know, I'm also very like fixated on this right now. Hi friends, happy Tuesday. I woke up today feeling really low energy. My knees in both the front and the back knee don't feel amazing. I think I should have done a better job of stretching after my run yesterday, and they're definitely tired after doing 15 Saturday and then 5 on Sunday and then again on Monday, so totally understandable. But today we have speed work. After doing all of that, I think I'll feel better later in the day, so I'll probably just do it after work. But I'm not feeling super motivated today, that's for sure. I haven't even looked at what the workout is yet, and quite frankly, I don't think I will. Just gonna enjoy my day, get some good work done, and pretend this is not happening after. Hi friends, I'm about to go do my speed work. I'm not looking forward to it. It's a 1.5 mile warm up, 4 miles of speed work, and 1.5 miles of cool down, which I'll probably just clip to a mile. I really don't want to do this. I had 2 emotional support cookies to try and hype me up. I feel tired. I don't feel motivated. I think I'm just hitting that point of training where it's a lot of running and my body's like, I think I'd rather do something else, to be honest. And that's completely understandable. So I'm gonna go while still trying to feel good. My knee has been feeling a little funky today, so if that starts hurting badly or anything, obviously I'll stop. I'm gonna give it a go, and that's the best I could ask for. 1 second. Hi friends, clearly it's a little bit later. That was definitely a tough workout, so when I came back I was like, I have to jump in the shower because I was exhausted. I still am. I did do 7 miles, 4 intervals, an 800 and then 2 400s. I ended up doing 2 800s for the last interval because my feet were really bothering me because somebody put on their blister patch without taking off all the plastic, so immediately it didn't stick and then balled up and really messed up my foot for that first interval. My bad. I'm glad it's done. I'm glad I was able to do it, and I will never make that mistake ever again. Happy Wednesday. I have 5.5 easy miles today, which is fantastic. Feeling pretty good today. This morning before work, I was doing a little bit of reorganizing my carry-on bag. It's actually not a carry-on. My boyfriend and I actually booked without carry-ons, and we're just gonna pay for one checked bag. It works out a little bit cheaper that way, but not being able to have a carry-on is like very like new to me. So my personal item is a backpack that like can just fit a ton of stuff up in. So of course, all of my race day stuff will be in there, my shoes, anything that I need to get through the marathon must be with me at all times. I'm running inside today because it's like over 90 degrees, but later this week, we have a drop in temperatures, and I think I'm gonna be doing a lot more running outside over next week, which I'm really excited about. 5.5 easy complete. It was fine. Got it done. I thought about doing 6 just to take off a half mile from Sunday's run. I didn't feel like doing that, so I think I needed this recovery. I needed to take it slow, and I did. On an unrelated note, at what point was I gonna realize how to tie my shoes with the runner's knot, which would have caused a lot less friction in my shoes this entire time I've been running? I randomly remembered that like a few years ago, someone at a running store told me, and then I promptly forgot. And now it just like popped into my head before this run, and I did it. It's like a completely different shoe. It's moving way less. My blisters didn't put anything on them, and all of those spots on my feet aren't aggravated, haven't been rubbed during this run. Obviously this was an easy run, so I was going a little bit slower, but yeah, I want to keep doing that, and everyone else should too, I guess. Hi friends. I feel like I say pretty often that I really don't feel like doing this run. Well, take back all the other times I've said it, because this is the time I really don't want to do it. We have tempo run today, 7 miles. All I want to do is curl up on my couch. I've been up since 5:30, not by choice, but because my cat decided to attack my arm at 5:30 this morning. Lots of work today. I've been really busy, and all I want to do is just relax right now. But I can't push this till tomorrow because I'm not going to do a tempo run the day before I run 18 miles. Like, that's ludicrous. Now the question is, do I run outside? Tempo run done. Surprisingly, I really enjoyed it. I think breaking it up in half, so like a half-mile warm-up, 3 miles walk, 3 miles and cool down. All I focused on was 3-mile chunks, and it didn't feel like a 7-mile run. I also did tie my shoes again with the runner's knot. It just feels like a million times better. I can't believe I've been not doing that for years. For like 5 years, I haven't been doing that. If you're not doing that, I highly recommend it. I'm gonna shower and get cozy and clean for the evening, and look forward to my well-deserved rest day tomorrow. Hi friends, happy Friday. Today's my rest day. I feel like on other rest days, I've been like euphorically happy and so excited. But today I wasn't really feeling that way. It's not like I wanted to run. I think I was just feeling really tired and overwhelmed. And I think I'm just hitting that point of training where it's a lot, and on a day where I'm resting, I'm not always gonna feel like full of beans and ready to go. So trying to be nice to myself. I need to prep for tomorrow, of course. I have my stuff ready. I need to drink a lot more water than I have already today. Yeah, it's been kind of weird that I'm like less excited about having a rest day today. I think really more than anything, I just want to get my run tomorrow over because it's a big one. It's 18 miles, so. I'm also trying out my Nathan vest to run with instead, hoping that if I have multiple things in it, if I weigh it down correctly, it won't be bouncing as much. Would prefer to be using that than my CamelBak, which has been chafing the crap out of my back. Outfit for tomorrow, I have my new Bandit top that I'm wearing, and then I'm actually wearing my New Balance shorts. These are actually my shorts from the New York City Marathon, which I think is really cool. They say that on there, so I really love those. Very sentimental. And then of course my brand new Balega socks, which I am so excited to wear. Good morning. It's long run day. I'm so tired. Good morning, friends. Happy Saturday. I'm up not as early as I have been this summer for my long runs. It's cooler out, and I've also just been so exhausted this weekend. I was definitely asleep by, I would say 10:30 last night, but I've been going to bed closer to like 9:30. Pretty much every night this week and still waking up really tired. I didn't want to get up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock like I have, just to feel totally wiped out. So it was nice to sleep in a little bit. My boyfriend is on vacation right now, so normally when he's here, he takes care of the animals when I have my long runs in the morning, but because he's not, I do have a few other extra things to do before I go because I want to make sure they're happy and fed. It's a little bit of a later start than normal. I'm not too worried about it. Even though my suggested pace for today is between 9:30 and 9:47, I don't see myself actually hitting that goal today just because it's definitely humid and I'm starting later in the day, so the sun will be very up in the sky by the time I'm out there. I think today is just about getting in the miles and enjoying being out in nature. 18 miles done. That was such an amazing long run. My fastest mile was 8 minutes and 30 seconds, which feels insane. Why did it go so well? I guess because I got a lot of rest this week, that's for sure. I didn't rush myself in the morning. I was definitely very nervous going into this run today after that rough 14 miles a couple weeks ago. So this was a major confidence booster. Wow, I can't wait to shower and have a crisp Diet Coke when I get home and be on the couch with my animals. This is what I was thinking about the whole time. It is my favorite. I don't like to buy pints because I feel like it's not very cost effective, but every so often I do treat myself with my favorite. Hi friends, I'm on my way to the gym. Not that I don't feel like I couldn't run today, but truthfully, I just want to get a lift in instead. And I worked so hard yesterday, my legs deserve a bit of a break from running. Hi friends. So at the gym, I just did a pull day and a little bit on the stairs just to keep out the cardio. I mean, what an amazing week. I feel like it went way better than I could have hoped. I feel like I finished it really strong. I'm really excited to deload next week a little bit and kind of relax a little bit more, focus more on recovery and some resistance training and stretching. I feel like that was a really good test to see how my body would handle such intense training, and now I have another big week coming up soon. I feel better going into that now. I don't think I could have wished for much better. I mean, obviously it sucked to be low energy for most of the week, but to finish strong like that and realize it was kind of more in my head and not a result of my training felt really, really good. I hope you guys had an amazing week, and I will see you next time.